Hi, my name's Chris. I'm the new vicar at St Mary's in Ladybrook and at St John's towards the centre of town. I just wanted to welcome you today. This is my first assembly with you, so I just wanted to say hi. And I thought I'd show you into St Mary's if you wanted to come in with me and see it now. So let's go inside. Now, you may have seen that things have been different recently. Lots of changes have happened all around the world. And we've had to do things differently in church too. We've done a lot of services online. We've done kids services and adult services that we put out on the internet for people to see so that we could still keep gathering together and being church even when we weren't allowed to be physically present with one another. But now it's super exciting because we're able to gather back together again. We're doing everything that we can to keep people safe. Like right now, we're cleaning the church. But it's really great to be able to meet together. And so I just wanted to welcome you into this building, which you've probably been in before, some of you. But we wanted to say welcome to our church. Welcome to St Mary's. This is our church and it's your church too. And we'd love to see you. This is our other church, St John's. I'm just going to take you inside here to tell you what this assembly is going to be all about. In here, we're getting ready for our Harvest Festival. It's not going to look the same as it has done in previous years, but we're still going to be bringing gifts that we can give away to people who really need them, and also our offerings to God to say thank you. But I was thinking that harvest is really all about Jesus. He says that he's the Lord of the harvest. And so I thought, for this harvest assembly, let's hear about something that he has to say. And I thought of this story. This story was originally told by Jesus, and it's recorded in the Bible. Jesus told his disciples and the crowd this story. A farmer went out to sow seed. Some seed fell on the path. Unfortunately, birds swooped down and ate it up. Some fell on rocky places, where it didn't have much soil. It sprang up quickly because the soil was shallow. But when the sun came out, the plants were scorched and they withered because they had no root. Other seed fell among thorns, which grew up and choked the plant. But other seed fell on the good soil, where it produced a crop 100, 60 or 30 times what was sown. Jesus loved to tell stories, and his stories have deeper meanings, things that we can try to work out. What is he trying to say to us through this story? I wonder what you think Jesus is trying to say to us through this story about the sower and the seeds and their different types of places that they landed. I wonder, who do you think the sower represents? What do you think the seeds represent? And what do you think the different types of ground that they land on represent? I wonder if you just want to spend a couple of minutes now turning to the person next to you and discussing, what do you think this story means? Now for this story, Jesus' disciples asked him, what does it mean? And he tells them what he intended it to mean. And so we've recorded what Jesus said was the explanation for what this story means.
So then Jesus explained to the people that were listening what this story meant. He said, when anyone hears the message about the kingdom and doesn't understand it, the evil one comes and snatches away the words that were sown in their heart. This is the seed sown on the path. The seed falling on the rocky ground refers to someone who hears the word and is really excited about it, But since they have no deep roots, it lasts only a short time. When life gets difficult or people laugh at them, they quickly fall away. Oh, so sad. The seed falling among the thorns and the nettles and the weeds refers to someone who hears the word, but the worries of this life, the deceitfulness of chasing after things that aren't important, they choke God's word and make it unfruitful. Such an unfruitful seed. But the seed falling on the good soil is someone who hears the God's word, who understands it, and this then produces a crop yielding 100, 60 or 30 times what was sown.
The reason we've come to this field to talk about it is we've been able to see this field go through the journey. In our 16 weeks of lockdown, we've been along this route every week. And so we've seen it go from being a barren field, and then they came in with machines and they were working hard to make this soil good. And I think sometimes it does require hard work. We need to work hard to be ready to hear God's word so that we can receive it well and put it into practice. And now you can see that their hard work has paid off. This is a field full of potatoes. Under the ground here, hundreds and thousands of potatoes are growing, many more than were planted. That's super cool. That's what the result of good soil looks like. We love to enjoy the results of harvest, to eat the things that are produced by farmers in their fields. And Christians believe that just like farmers and fields produce really good food for us to enjoy, that if we hear and understand Jesus' words, that will produce amazing things in our life. And not just one or two things, because it said in their story that where even one seed finds good soil, it will multiply and produce many, many, many times the amount of fruit. I hope you've enjoyed this assembly, and if I get invited back to do some more, then I'd love to explore some more things that Jesus says with you. Until then, bye.